All right, you know what time it is. It's 11 a.m. PST. That means there must be a semifinal, and it also means we must have a watch party here at LAFC. What is up, everybody? My name is Raynday. I'm joined again by LotsofBunnies. Ray back in the building, and we've got a guest today, Ray, a very important guest. Pabs, the EMLS representative athlete for LAFC. Pabs, it's great to have you here, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, we're all.
I had to come in here
right?
and watch this game with you guys, honestly.
Ray, we're gonna have a chance to talk with him a little bit, but we got a little business at the top of the show. We want to make sure you guys know. First, we want to show you kind of how this game is unfolding with the starting lineups, and I think Pabs, it might be good to get your thoughts on it. You were mentioning a little bit about Morocco and somebody who stood out, and also just France. Let's take a look at those. If we can bring those up and just kind of get that concept of what that means for today's game.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have Lloris for France side. We have Lloris, Konate, Varane, Koundé, Hernandez. I mean, this has been the back line that has been giving success to France. In the midfield, this is pretty new to me, honestly. Fofana and starting over Rabiot. If I'm not mistaken, Rabiot is on a lot of yellow cards, and that's why he's actually sitting this game. So Tchouameni and Fofana in the midfield with the two pair of CDMs. Then we have Griezmann, Mbappe, I mean, superstar Mbappe, then Dembele and Oliver Giroud for the side of France.
So how do you feel about that? I know Morocco, you were talking about Unahi, I think is how you pronounce his name. You said there was something special Spain's coach Luis Enrique said about him.
Yeah, he literally just said a Spanish expression where he's like, where did this guy come from type of thing. Because he basically balled in the midfield against Spain between him and Amrabat, which two of them have become world-class players. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually on the ball right now. And Morocco, he's basically a pretty good outlet for Morocco today.
Well, thank you for those early thoughts, man. We really appreciate it. And Ray, there's something special. I want to let you tell them what this is, because we're giving away something very, very special. And this is the first time that people are hearing about it.
I know. You're going to let me do the very special announcement?
If you want to.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, please.
Absolutely. So today is going to be the first time that anyone's going to know about the super top secret LAFC PS5 custom decked out. You guys can check it out if you type !PS5 in the LAFC chat. You guys can enter. And the coolest part about this giveaway, which I was like really curious about, is it's not just like, you enter one type of thing, you put your email in. It's a Gleam giveaway, which means there's different ways you can enter, and you can enter multiple times depending on which Gleam kind of like, I guess, variation you want to go with. So, you can enter once, you can enter twice, I guess, depending on how many Gleam options there are. You can enter all of them and get your name put in there to win a free custom LAFC PlayStation 5.
It looks so great, honestly.
It's so sick.
Look at that. Like, wow.
It's literally beautiful. I'm gonna kind of incognito put my name in there. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna create a burner and I'm gonna do that, guys. 100%.
I was about to say, if you want to know the exact amount of Gleam entries, just give me 1 second, because I'm about to go find out all of the information in. That's a great gift that LAFC is giving out. It makes me want to do some giveaways too for my chat. I know, Bunnies, your chat's live. If you want to say what's up to them and say hello.
What's up, guys? Welcome in. Don't forget to go check out the LAFC Twitch channel. If you guys are watching us on YouTube, watching on my stream, be sure you guys go follow the twitch.tv/LAFC channel as well. That way, you can enter into the LAFC PlayStation 5 giveaway. And you also can watch when we're doing the next game, which is the final. Unfortunately, Ray's not going to be here.
I know.
I'm going to be
here with you. I'm so sad.
I will
be
here with you.
Crime here.
I know.
New partner in crime now.
Yeah, Pabs, you're a perfect successor for the opportunity. You know so much about soccer, and I want to get deep dive into that a little bit too, and maybe actually now is kind of a good time, because this game. Hold on 1 second here. He's broken into the box. This is dangerous. Oh my God!
Goal.
Oh my God!
Wow. Whoa.
4 minutes in.
This is pretty big. This is pretty big for France, because it basically just gives them the confidence that they were looking for,
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Man.
That all started with Griezmann in the breakaway.
Wow. Well, it's a perfect
Let's
ball
see
too,
this.
right?
Yeah, let's see this.
He goes inside, gets behind his defender. He's on.
Varane play this ball? But
beautiful.
that's a beautiful ball from Varane.
I think the defender makes a mistake trying to get in front of it too.
Mhm.
I think he probably should have just ran with them. I mean, Mbappe does well to keep it alive, but what a finish!
What a finish by Theo.
That's not an easy shot. That's kind of a half chance right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not an easy shot. And
That's
this
a
is
little bit
something
of a
that-
YOLO shot right there.
Yeah.
Might
This
as
is
well.
something that separates him. This is something that separates him from the rest in regards to left backs are like the traditional left back. He's very good going forward. Theo,
My God.
I know that Lucas Hernandez, his brother, actually started the World Cup for France, but he got injured, and Theo came in, and he's been great for them. He's literally been great for them. And I mean, here in the semifinal, with a small chance of scoring, he just puts him in the back of the net.
When I look back at that, it's not even small. Like Ray, that was like an inch. That was like athleticism, gymnastics.
At its
Prayer.
finest, at its
Did a little
finest.
bit of a back bend.
Yeah.
you know what?
Wow.
We talked about this yesterday, Ray. I think he ate his California Pizza Kitchen.
Oh, okay,
in
that's
the
right.
morning.
That's right. He got his pregame meal.
He had
Ooh,
his good luck charm, maybe his
Mhm.
unwashed socks, his lucky
his dirty
socks.
socks.
You know?
Yep. Mhm, he got
This is
all
the
that.
first time that Morocco's trailing in the World Cup, guys.
You know,
Like,
that's a good point.
It's a
Bob.
sixth game. It's a sixth game. It's the sixth game in the tournament, and this is the first time that they're losing.
So
Yeah, that's insane.
That's wild.
what has been Morocco's key? Because for me, I actually haven't watched a lot of Morocco. Morocco is like a team that until it was too late that they were in the semifinal, I kind of wrote off because they kept winning in ways that I thought you can't replicate that, but then they keep doing it. So
They kept
what
on
is it
doing
about
it.
them?
I honestly think it's the organization, and I think that every single player, they cover their ground, and there's no crazy superstars, that are walking on the pitch for them,
Mhm.
and everybody puts their little small effort to be able to complement for the other person next to them. And I think that they're so united and they're so organized. But I mean, France just broke them right here 4 minutes in. Let's see how they could counterattack on this. Honestly.
That's what I feel about. I think honestly, the issue with Croatia was they were so used to being in a deadlock, being able to play without having to go forward, that it got them comfortable. And I don't think they had enough of a game plan on what do we do if we get down early. Hopefully Morocco saw that though, and made some adjustments and kind of had that backup plan, because it's you can't expect to go 70-80 minutes and not have France score on you.
And not have France score with all these weapons that they have. They have literally like little weapons. Like Antoine Griezmann, Dembele, Mbappe, Giroud. That's been phenomenal for France.
He has.
Maybe not at the club level. Well, I mean, actually in Milan, he's actually been killing it as well. But in France, he just turns into prime Henry. Literally, he literally surpassed them.
Listen, no one will beat prime Henry except Henry. Okay, that's my goat right there. That's my guy. I'm an Arsenal fan too. You can't put him in that level.
I didn't know.
I was gonna say,
My greatest moment was when I was drafted into the MLS. We did a camp, and I'm not going to say the team because it wasn't LAFC, unfortunately, but we did a camp and we were actually able to play side by side. Didn't get to play them, but the Red Bulls were there too. And when Henry was there, man, and I was like starstruck. I was like, this is it. This is it. And I have like a sneaky, like, cause dude, I'm playing for my spot on the team. And I'm like reaching in my bag on the bench, trying to take a sneaky photo of Henry. I mean, but it's bigger than the game at that point. You know what I mean? It's just that's an icon.
I remember when he scored that Olympico for Red Bull. Wow! Like,
still one of the most. He was like a gazelle on the pitch. Like his grace, his strides, unreal.
Can we talk about how he still looks the same as he did like 30 years ago? Like
That's true.
That's crazy genes. That's crazy genes, honestly.
I would look at his skin and I'm just like, dude, what is his skincare routine? Because like seriously, this man, he's the exact same, no different.
Yeah, I know.
For real, that's so true. I feel like you can still like look. That's the number 8 that I was telling you about, right? That's literally the number 8 that I was telling you about. Onai, he's crazy.
I didn't. I had no idea, and now I think the word's out. I mean, you're talking about it. I think the word's out on this kid. How old is he?
I have no idea. Actually, let me research that. I have to know how old is he. Morocco. Right here.
19 maybe?
No way.
Imagine being
No.
19.
He's
I mean, I
22.
guess
He's
I
22.
was gonna say, imagine being
guys.
like only 19 in the
22,
World
wow.
Cup.
From year 2000.
Wow.
Jeez.
2000?
2000. And he's
People
playing
were
at
born in the
semifinal of World
2000s?
Cup. Yeah, people were born in the 2000s.
You see that tweet or that TikTok
Which
like
one?
2000 and wait, there's more? It keeps going? no, my boy.
That is so true. That is so true. No,
Oh, man.
nowadays, I like in the Ultimate Team era, like right
Uh-huh.
now, I click on players like to see the player descriptions, and
Mhm.
I'm seeing like 2000, 2001. I mean, Gavi from Spain, it's 17, 18 years old.
He's 2004 or 5.
Yeah.
That's insane.
No, that's
What?
insane. I wouldn't be
What?
able to. I don't think I would have been playing a semifinal of a World Cup or a quarterfinal of a World Cup at 18 years old either.
I mean,
honestly.
yeah. I mean, that's just a different life trajectory, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's just a different.
This is a good shot. This is a very good shot.
It's a great idea too. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
That was
If
going
that,
in.
if that dips
And
earlier
it bounces
and
right
it
before him.
bounces, yeah,
Yep. Crazy. That's a good shot.
that's a great shot. So this is for me, like, I had made this point with Ray, and I think in a weird way, like, who was this? Was it Argentina, Netherlands? So I felt that like Argentina had the jump on Netherlands pretty well in that game. And I felt that when they scored, it actually helped Netherlands. I felt that Netherlands and like a lot of teams, when they get comfortable kind of with a game plan, they sit back, but they still have some attacking prowess, but they have this formation. I mean, I know you've probably played in it. A coach says, hey, we're not going to do this. If you keep the ball here, we're going to, kind of track back. We're not going to extend. But when you get that goal against you, you have to, right? And sometimes you're kind of like taking away your offensive weapons' ability to do their thing and have freedom because they're always tracking back. They're always trying to get back in shape. And I felt like sometimes for teams, it actually is beneficial when they get a goal on because that freedom, now they know they have to go forward.
They spark up.
Yeah, they spark up. So, that from Unahi, that was kind of like it's a good sign maybe for Morocco.
Yeah, because I mean, France going up early on you, it basically just it makes you go both ways, right?
Yeah.
Either you sit back and you basically contain them from scoring another one, or you have to go forward and score.
Yeah.
And this Morocco side has not been trailing in this whole World Cup.
That's crazy.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Amrabat and Onahi in the midfield. I mean, look, Amrabat just lost the ball right there. And then Giroud makes another mistake. It's just like the game right now, it's not clicking for both. France got very lucky on this goal, and Theo Hernandez just took out his world-class, basically skills in order to put it away.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that goal, like, I remember having a game that's tight and that's early, and the team gets a lucky goal, and you feel like that's a lucky goal. Like, it's a good that you put it in, but that doesn't indicate that you've been beating us this game, right? And it almost is, the confidence is still there because you're like, we just need a chance. It's not like we're being beaten. I don't think France is necessarily beating Morocco right now, so they've stabilized pretty well.
Definitely, 100%. I feel like they just have to, keep on clicking. They have the skill. They have the players. I mean, you have Hakimi, which is a world-class right back,
Right.
And then you have the guy on the ball, Ziyech, which, he hasn't had the best of luck at Chelsea, but at Ajax, he was very, very good,
Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I've seen an Ajax game, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute.
Definitely. Ever since their run in the Champions League,
Yep.
where that generation, Frankie de Jong, Ziyech,
Yep.
Tadic,
Mm-hmm.
like ever since then, I don't think I've seen an Ajax game either.
I don't think I've seen an Ajax game.
As bad as I can be.
Ray, so now we know you go for underdogs.
Uh-huh.
Are you wanting Morocco to score right now? I thought we were on the France side, but
we're on the France side, but I want everyone to get a little sprinkle of goals. Okay, so I'm hoping that Morocco can score, but I am still hoping that France are gonna take it and win the game. But I'd love to see Morocco score because I don't want to see anybody at this level going out something nil. I think that everybody, I don't want to say deserves, but I feel like these teams are playing good enough where I'm like, okay, they deserve to do a goal. You know what I mean? I want to see them with that
I want to see them perform.
Yeah, you want to put your best out there.
Absolutely.
And you want to give your fans back at home in the nation something to like celebrate once, even if it's not, if it's a consolation goal,
Mm-hmm.
you want that moment where you could scream. They've all gathered. They've all, we were just talking about it before, like how crazy it is to travel and be following your team. How many people from Morocco?
That's supply chain solutions, man.
Think about it, Pabs.
So
Too,
much logistics.
How many people from Morocco thought they'd be staying until the semifinal? Let's be honest.
No. Wait a second. There was like 6-7 charters that took place in order for Morocco people to travel.
Wow.
Yeah, like actual like full planes, like hundreds of people to go watch Morocco play. Because in the Morocco group, who was in that group again?
I want to say Croatia was it not in that group?
Was it the Croatia group? Let me see.
I think Croatia was in that group. I think Spain was Spain in that group? No.
Group. Let's see. Morocco group. It was a Canada, Belgium, Croatia.
Oh, Canada, Belgium, Croatia.
Okay, there from hindsight.
Ooh, what a
nothing.
That's a great ball.
Oh, this is a great ball. Actually.
Come on now.
Oh.
EH with his right.
Canada, Belgium.
Ray, that 2-star weak foot. You know about that?
Yep. Yeah.
He does get that 2-star weak foot.
Yeah, I mean, you try to do it as a striker. I don't know what position you played. I was like
I played center back and center mid.
Okay, I was like a center attacking mid forward. I had to play winger at UCLA, but that was only because the forwards when I came in, they were already too senior. They were doing their thing. Oh my God! Wow.
I'm telling you, man.
This is a game, though.
Yeah, back and forth. That's what we're here for,
Yeah.
That's what we were here for.
And speaking of good game, Pabs, I hear that you have something going on tomorrow. Do you want to talk about it?
Actually, yes, I do. I have my LAFC debut against a very good friend of mine from DC United, King CJO. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on the same channel at LAFC. It's going to be a stream sponsored by McDonald's. And, I'm excited to make my debut in the FIFA scene for LAFC.
Hey, man, that's so exciting. I
hope you guys are rooting for me,
honestly.
I hope you guys are rooting for me. Well, DC United, LAFC.
Absolutely. I think we're all going to be rooting for you.
I hate to say it, but I was drafted by DC United. That is actually the team. So I'm just kidding. They're dead to me, man. I'm an LAFC.
There you go. LAFC's giving you the opportunity of a lifetime now.
I work with McDonald's too a lot, and we did an LAFC thing near LA Live. So you got everything, man. I'm gonna send you some chicken nuggets so you can eat it before your game.
Some codes.
Yeah,
I'll be giving them out on the stream.
Yeah, exactly, man. No, I saw LAFC, baby. That's years ago. They're done.
It's crazy. You got actually drafted by DC United.
Yeah, I know. Long time. It feels like a long time ago. We're talking about the 2000s, and
oh my God, Ray, stop.
Wait a second. Leave that for the Wikipedia to leave them out there, okay? But yeah, it's an interesting game, honestly. 18 minutes in, I feel like wait, are they making a sub now? Is somebody like limping?
That would be interesting if they made a sub right now.
Yeah.
Unless there's an injury, but if there's no injury, that would be very interesting.
Yeah, an early sub. I feel like an early sub is never good, except for the player that's coming in and to make his time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
now, Pabs, you're going for Morocco, right?
I'm actually going for Morocco, but I could tell you why I'm going for Morocco.
Okay.
I feel like it will be an easier matchup for Argentina on Sunday. Because you haven't, like, whenever you play against France, you have Mbappe, Dembele going at you, and Giroud and all this workforce. And Morocco's an up and coming country that it's no merit taken away from them, but they're not a France in my opinion right now.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
All right, so I have to ask the ye old question, since you're an Argentina fan. Who do you think would win between France and Argentina if they win?
As sad as it sounds, I think France.
Yeah.
As sad as it sounds. Honestly, but I want Messi to lift the World Cup.
Same.
I like your honesty though. I can appreciate it.
I'm a very honest person. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you the other way around. 100%. I feel like this French.
She asked me that question yesterday. I couldn't even answer. It took me 5 minutes to get back to I don't know.
No. I'm just as honest as it gets. Look at that, like this small little tiki taka that's happening between France up top. Whenever they connect on a first touch basis, you know, I don't know if Otamendi and Cuti Romero would be able to deal with it, you know? Like, look, they're actually making a sub 20 minutes in.
Wow.
Maybe the coach actually thought differently. Yeah, the center back.
I feel like being a France fan, like, okay, if you guys, I don't know who you guys
asked for
typically support.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He needs it. Yeah, he
Actually asked for it.
Wow.
He's the captain.
Damn.
That's disappointing.
Well, I mean, they gotta keep on thriving here.
But it's a team decision too, hopefully, you know. He's like, hey man, I don't need to be here. We've done a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
We want the best play, not the best players, the best capabilities out there. And if you're putting your team down because you're not at your 100%, somebody else could be giving their 100%, you know?
Oh, absolutely. You know, me and my husband actually spoke about this the other day about like your role as a captain and what it really entails versus just being the player. You know, you have to be able to put your team first and take your ego to the side and really be able to be like, okay, if I'm not what's beneficial for the team, so-and-so needs to be beneficial. And you have to be able to take yourself out and take yourself out emotionally and ego-wise, you know? And
you have to be very clear-minded on everything. I mean, nobody wants to be missing a World Cup semifinal.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
if you're not what's best for your country right now, you know, you just gotta step aside.
And I feel like, you know, hopefully not, but I feel like captains like that are pretty hard to come by, that are genuinely just selfless like that, you know, where they can be like, okay, look, I'm not what's best for the team and so might, so let's do this. And I think that's such an admirable quality to see
him do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally, him do that, yeah. Because like the commentator was saying, like, it's a tough one to be able to come outside and like put yourself aside from like getting here, because you basically helped your country get all the way up here, you know.
Yeah,
and then whenever the time matters, you step aside. It had to be some sort of like injury where he's like, you know, at a 50%.
Yeah.
Because whenever you have Mbappe coming at you, you have to be at 100%.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like the other day against England, Kyle Walker got outran by Mbappe. Kyle Walker is one of the fastest like right backs in the whole World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, you know?
There's no way. I mean, he's outrunning everybody from now on. I mean, he already has. It's just an incredible level of physical talent that he's got that I felt would have been coupled with a lack of vision or touch, but he's got pretty much all of that too. And it's pretty scary, man, what he is and what he's going to become.
And that's what's crazy. He's still so young.
Yeah.
That's what is exciting.
He cannot have 2 World Cups at 23. Like,
I know. At 23?
He cannot have 2 World Cups at 23. Messi's 35 and does not have a World Cup.
Yeah, like, that's insane.
Man.
It's absolutely insane.
And it's not that he would just have 2 World Cups. It's that he would be a vital instrument
top scorer
in getting the World Cups.
No. And I know that I'm going for Morocco, but I think that Mbappe will score in this game.
Yep. That's a good bet.
And he's gonna be the top scorer after Messi, because they're tied right now.
They're tied, yeah. But they had but Messi played yesterday.
Messi played yesterday
and was able to
So today Mbappe has a chance to surpass him, you know.
Yeah.
And if the game stays like this, and in the late minutes of the second half, the game will open up. And and when the game opens up, it's scary times for Mbappe, honestly, because he just goes at you, isolates you, and just takes you in a 1v1. And you know, I mean, it's just Kylian, man. Honestly,
they need to keep it at 1-0 for sure. I mean,
do you guys think that Morocco will score in this game?
I think it's possible. Yeah, I would like to see them get a goal. I think that they can, the way that they're playing. But I think if they go 2-0 down, you know, that changes. So if they keep it at 1-0, I think they can actually get a goal.
What about you, Bunnies? Do you think that they'll score?
I think they'll score. I really do. I mean, I hope they score. I think they'll score, but you know, we have to watch and see, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel like it would go 2-0 France, and then they'll score the 2-1, and then they'll send players forward, and then Kylian is just gonna score the
3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, look at this. Who would have thought that the people from Morocco will be traveling to a World Cup semifinal?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
What a moment.
You see the stadium on the outside is a lot of red.
Yeah.
It's not the France red at the right side of the flag. You know, look at that.
I mean, we seen too before the game started, all the Morocco fans just outside. It was a party, man. It was
It's a
insane.
celebration. It's definitely a celebration, 100%. I feel like this is like they're gonna be welcome back in their country, like
Kings,
straight heroes. You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's I love the
As
World
they
Cup,
should.
honestly. I just love the World Cup just because of that.
I know.
It's so sad that
Good ball.
yeah. That's Onahi. That's in the
Yeah.
floor. That's on the floor. We don't want that.
No.
They're doing a good job of playing into space and like
Yeah.
getting behind France. Look at this.
Look
though.
at this guy,
My goodness.
man.
Oh,
Oh,
great
Oh
touch.
wow.
He was fouled.
France is just tough. I was saying this earlier. It's like I feel like so I've never really typically been on like a super winning team side, right? So like my experience as a fan is always kind of like fingers crossed, hopefully we can win, right? But I feel like as a France fan, you kind of got to be a little bit more like "I got this," you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Like we're playing Morocco, like,
But
and
I
we
just
gotta
mean
win.
like I mean in like most games too. You know what I mean? I feel
Mhm.
like typically like as a France fan, you're not like nail biters like, oh, I hope that they could, make a good play or I hope they could just
Oh.
score one.
Oh, what?
No.
Wow.
Against Morocco.
a quick yellow.
Wow.
Boufal. This guy's very good too, Boufal. He's very, very good.
How is that a?
They all had control of the ball.
Yeah,
Boufal clipped him.
Yep.
Like knee level.
Yeah, he just had no touch on the ball. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
no touch on the ball. Yeah.
For those who don't know, Hakimi is Mbappe's teammate at PSG. Yes, he is, and I think this is very exciting to see because Mbappe and Hakimi did a little interview before the World Cup, and Mbappe was like, "Oh, it's gonna be Morocco. We're gonna play them," and he's like, "I'm gonna destroy my friend. I'm sorry." And then Hakimi was just like, "I'm gonna kick him."
They're actually playing on the same side.
I know.
They're literally playing on the same side. Like Hakimi,
Left
I
and
think
right.
if I'm not mistaken, Hakimi's covering Mbappe.
I think so, but Mbappe's
yeah.
drifting towards the middle a couple of times too.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to find that space.
Now, I feel like since you guys both have played football, I'm sure you guys have both played against friends at times, maybe on different teams. How
Mhm.
was that for you guys? Like, how did that pan? Like, how do you feel when you like go head to head against a teammate like that or an old teammate?
You can start, Ray. You can say your side first.
I mean, for me, I had a lot of friends who I actually, because I mean, first of all, too, like when you're in practice as well, if you're a starting 11, second 11, you're going up against, your buddies or people that sometimes, want your spot. So that's the thing. When I had friends who were on opposite teams, which happened a few times, not a lot, it was almost like, we're not friends in this moment because what you're doing is you're taking away. You guys are gonna know each other after this. It's not like you're walking away and it's kind of a blank team. So it's in many ways it's an important game. It's a game that there's a lot of seriousness to. I never let it really get shippy. I don't think me and my friends ever got shippy, but that's probably because we weren't directly in competition. I don't know about you though, Pabs, because when I was forward, a lot of my friends were center mids or other forwards or wingers. So I was going against the defenders who I wasn't really friends with. But I don't know about you.
For me, I mean, back in college, like I had a lot of friends that they played my position, center back and center mid. So whenever we would play against each other, it was just things would get chippy, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Things would get very chippy just because at the end of the day, I mean, they're trying to go for my spot. They're trying to go for my starting spot.
Yeah.
And the college season is so short.
Yeah.
That you play every like 2-3 days type thing, like 3-4 days. That like I'm trying to play every single game. I'm trying to play every single minute.
Yep.
But, like if I would screw up and he'll do well, I'm like I gotta pick it up. And then like you'll go into a 50-50, 2 foot up.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
That used to piss me. I mean, what I felt more like when you said that, the practice moments, the practice games against friends, but then who, fighting for a spot in the starting 11, that to me is where the chippiest, the most, I would get most pissed off in those moments because guys, get frustrated. They take it out.
Yeah.
You know, they do these tackles and practice. You got a game the next day, and they're slide
Yeah,
tackling you.
yeah,
Like
chill.
you're
bro.
like,
my ankle
dude,
hurts
you know?
like for the first few days of the practice.
Yeah. So I mean, it's very real. That can happen. Great
Look at
move
this,
here.
This
from
is
Morocco,
Onahi right
though.
here, going forward.
Pretty good decision.
Ziyech. French is so well at tracking back, man.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nice.
Oh wow.
It's a good decision, I think.
Yeah. No.
Seriously. Wow.
I mean, we're able to see the Morocco. It's still going forward.
Yeah.
You know that they're not scared of a France. That they're definitely putting numbers up, and they're not just sitting back. You know, they want this game. They want to go forward. They want to bring the scoreboard to a 1-1 prior to getting a
Absolutely.
By the way, did you know that this coach was in Luis Enrique's Twitch chats during the World Cup?
No way. Really?
Yeah. And Luis Enrique actually had a class, like a UEFA class. And he was participating on that. Like he was like let's say like people gotta join, like pay to watch and stuff. He actually paid to watch it. He was learning from Luis Enrique. And look at him now at the World Cup level.
Look at that, dude. That's incredible. I love that story because to me, there's so many lessons we can learn as people in this modern era where you know, and I think even in some of our positions, hold that thought.
Konate, man.
But you know, you have to humble yourself a little bit to put somebody who's your competition ahead of you in that way, to be willing to learn from them. But if you do that, like, okay, this YouTuber is better than me. This streamer is better than me. This player is better than me. I'm gonna study them with humility and actually get better. Like that's the route to probably success you've never had before. That's unlocking a new level for you.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
the first step, like just accepting,
I got something to improve on.
Yeah. You're like, hey, look, listen, I gotta work on this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything possible to like be able to excel on it.
Yeah.
And he probably looks up to Enrique. Luis Enrique has had a great coaching career. Like back in Barcelona, he won the Triplete, Champions League, La Liga, and the Cup, the Domestic Cup, and people probably look up to him. But probably this guy was like, hey, look, listen, I gotta be better at maybe like unifying the locker room or something like that. Wait, this is a quick win on Mbappe.
What a touch from him to keep it going.
Too many? Oh, I hit dude. But yeah, like touching back, the Moroccan national coach was like probably like, oh, I gotta like work on unifying the group, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was learning it from Luis Enrique on literally on like a Zoom call. Like he humbled himself in order to be able to get there.
I mean, and as people, we're always each going to have our own weaknesses, So like you said,
Definitely.
His weakness might be Luis Enrique's strength, and it might help him to give perspective and to kind of, hone in on that skill and hone in on being a little bit better at whatever he needs to improve on.
1000%, right? 100%. I totally agree with you.
And I love that, Ray, that you said, like you can learn from like your Twitch streamers, your YouTubers, because, like as I'm sure as a commentator, you grew up watching certain commentators and maybe you picked certain things from them that you felt like you really liked. And I've done that as a streamer and as a YouTuber. And it's always, it's always helpful to watch people. It's kind of how I feel like we even get the start of a passion is by watching certain people inspire us,
It's
like a healthy competition upon yourself,
And so in a weird way, humans always, we're getting it's great because it relates to the sport and what Morocco's coach has done, but we always look to a version of us that we want to be in the example of a human being who's doing that. Like we have icons or people that, and whether it's in film or whether it's in sports or whether it's something we look up to and we go, what they're doing is what I would want to do. And I want to build a pathway to that, but they're that example. Right. And so it's very important to have that. And it's easy when that person is 20 years ahead of you because you can imagine a version of yourself. It's harder to do it when it's someone who's your peer. And that's why I thought it was very interesting bringing it back to the Morocco coach. He had that humility. He said, this is a peer of mine now. We're both national team coaches, but let's be honest, a lot of guys could have taken, had a lot of ego. Like we're both national team coaches. What do I got? I'm going to do my thing. And you just know, this is obviously a different caliber and I want to learn. And look at where it's gotten him.
Look where it's got him in the semifinal of the 2022 World Cup. It's like that. I don't know if you guys saw it at the beginning of the World Cup whenever Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it. Like the video
I heard
of the
about
coach,
it. Yeah.
like going crazy on his players, like showing them character at the halftime against Argentina. And look at the result that they got. They beat Argentina. That was like literally the country had a national holiday after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
didn't hear
Mbappe.
about that. Oh
My God.
wow.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh my
that
God.
was in.
Henry would have put that away. Right?
Yeah, he would have.
I think Henry would have put that away. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think he would have too. It's a good attempt. He could have even let it run. I think
Look
it's
at
Dembele
look
on
at
the other
Mbappe,
side.
man. He's so explosive and he just gets there.
If he lets this run, it just went. It's a fine though.
You know, me and Ray were talking about this the other day, how certain players, when they're running super fast, it doesn't really look like they're running fast. You're like, man, run a little bit faster. But Mbappe is one player who he looks like he is on fire. He looks like he is running at full speed when you watch him.
He's like that Henry. He has like that Henry
He
stride,
does.
right?
Yeah.
Like he has like that Henry stride that he just like, it's like a gazelle, like just straight up. Oh my God. By the way, this goalkeeper from Morocco has been phenomenal.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys know Bono.
Yeah.
He plays in Sevilla.
Oh, does he?
In the Spanish La Liga. And wow, like he's been clear and day of like success for Morocco.
My goodness, that dude flew up and down like a Pixar movie. Boing, boing.
I feel like I was watching bumper cars for a
Yeah,
second,
what
right
the
there.
heck? That dude just like stayed in the air.
The game could get chippy, guys. Like just like what we were saying about in practice. You know?
If I'm Morocco, though, this is better than how Croatia played Argentina, in my opinion, because this is like what you need to do. You have to disrupt France.
They definitely had a plan.
Yeah.
And
they have quality. I'm actually surprised with Morocco's quality in the final third. They're not getting like that last piece together, but they're confident. They're making good passes. They have speed.
They're making good decisions, and they're staying composed at the back. I mean, I feel like if Giroud's goal would have gone in right now, for the 2-0, we would be saying something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
But since it didn't, it definitely looks like they're composed, and you know they got numbers forward, they got numbers back, and I mean you're playing the World Cup champion.
Yeah.
You're playing the World Cup champion, like literally the actual Russia 2018 World Cup champion. So, and look at that, we're in minute 37, guys. I feel like we just started.
Yeah.
I literally feel like we just started.
That happened yesterday. Yesterday, I was talking to Ray, and I was like, "Oh, what time do you think the first goal is gonna go in at?" And I think I had said like 10 minutes or something, Ray.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, it was like 25 minutes in. I was like, "What the heck?"
I'm glad you're having fun.
That's true.
That's right.
And these games have been so entertaining that it feels faster, you know?
Like yesterday's game, like I know it was somehow like for some people, you know, you obviously have the controversial people that say like, oh, it was a snooze fest because Argentina won 3-0. But I feel like just watching like Argentina and Messi like succeed, it's just like it's so entertaining the way that Messi had like the ball like 25 times and he lost once.
Once, yeah, he barely lost the ball. He was feeling it.
Get that from him yesterday. Even Ray said that at one point. He was like, "Man, they just can't touch the ball when Messi has it." They can't
touch the ball away from when Messi has it.
That's how you know.
And he's 35, and people are like, "Oh, he's already like on his way out." In the final of the World Cup, where Griezmann.
Oh,
what a tackle!
Yeah,
what a tackle, literally.
I thought he was gonna cut this back right here. Tries to beat him. It might have been last thought. It was close.
Yeah, that was fairly close.
I feel like it always takes, and you guys know after playing football and everything, but I feel like it takes a lot of guts to do certain slides and certain times with certain players. You know,
that spot right there at the penalty area.
You know?
I didn't do a lot of slide tackling. I honestly, that just wasn't a part of my game. I wasn't a very defensive player either, so I made no.
Yeah.
I didn't try to pretend to be one.
You will walk back, Ray, for sure.
Yeah, right? I'm a walk backer, but I'm like a strategic walk backer because I want.
Yeah. No, you're always head checking. You're always head checking to see where you need to be. Oh. France is looking for that 2-0, man.
Mhm.
No, they're
Honestly.
looking for it. Yeah, that's a tough angle.
That's a tough angle. You had the right idea, though.
Yeah.
This guy, Amrabat, he was clear and day the best midfield against whenever Morocco played Spain.
Mm.
Oh, man. He made Busquets and Gavi and Pedri. Definitely not that guy.
Dang, man. 5 minutes. There should be some stoppage here. That's, I mean, not a lot. I don't
The
think
stoppage
anything.
time in the World Cup has been crazy, no? Like the
I love
Argentina
it, though.
Netherlands game, 10
Yeah,
minutes.
I
They
love
gave
it.
a full half. They gave a full extra time half.
I love it. I mean, play. You got to play the 90 out. I mean, I found that more soccer or more football this World Cup, I'm down for. So I guess I'm, it's benefiting me. But yeah, I mean, it also, like, players aren't going down knowing that now I'm gonna, we're gonna have 2 minutes of stoppage. So I kill 3 minutes off the clock with an injury.
Yeah.
We can close this game out.
Definitely, 100%.
Have you noticed, like, too, like, I don't feel like we haven't had a lot of players kind of milking it unless they're really injured. Like, they kind of get up.
After you just said that, I just realized that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't have the Neymar stuff, just like slowing the game down,
I feel like maybe in the beginning of the World Cup, people were kind of testing it and maybe trying a little bit more, but now, no.
They realized.
Well, it's awesome because, you get clear, like, what are you going to get rewarded for? Like, what actions will be rewarded? Now that there's not really a big reward for that action, it's like, if there's no need, then, it's either a neutral or a negative.
I might as well get up.
Yeah, might as well get up. Exactly.
All right, Pabs, you think we're going to see a goal before the end of the first half?
I don't think so. I definitely
This is
don't
it,
think
huh?
so. But I'm down to be wrong. I'm okay being wrong right here.
Yeah.
Honestly. I'm definitely
Ray,
okay
what about
being
you?
wrong here.
I think we're not going to see another one either, but I think we might see another good chance.
I think
Totally
so
agree.
too. I could see that.
Yeah, I think we'll see
You see a good chance, but not a good goal.
But not a goal. I think we'll see a good
Okay.
chance.
I'm okay with that. Hopefully from Morocco's side.
Yeah.
All these France players, like, they play in big teams and, like, they get so many minutes that they're so informed whenever they come here,
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I mean,
Crazy.
look, that right side, like Dembele, Koundé, they're both Barca players, and, like, they definitely, like, probably very good friends off the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then now connecting inside the pitch, it's just like, okay, guys,
Yeah.
you're gonna run this one, all right, I'll ping it there,
What I love too is that, like, every player is so distinct with how they play the game, even though they fit in a system.
good
Look at
ball.
this.
Oh,
Okay, that's a corner. All right, is this the
This is
good
the chance.
Is this the good chance
This
that I
is
talked
the chance.
about?
This is the
talked
chance.
about it, guys.
What a
Put
tackle.
it in the world.
Beautiful tackle.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have so many good players, and
I know,
if you
man.
see France bench, like, oh, how is this guy not starting? Well, because you have Mbappe there. Oh, how is this guy not starting? Well, because you have Dembele there,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then imagine this team with Benzema,
Oh my God.
Giroud. I don't know if Giroud would have touched
Would
the
he even
pitch.
played? Yeah, he might
Yeah.
not have even played.
And he's been.
Oh,
He's been
Ooh.
oh
Oh my God! Oh my God!
This is the chance, guys. This was the chance.
goodness.
This
What
was
did I
the
say?
chance.
What did I say? Oh my God!
You guys were both correct on this.
That is insane.
That would have been the goal of the World Cup.
Yeah, what an attempt. Oh, my
God.
gosh.
This player is just watching.
By the way, that's a center back that hit that.
He's just watching. If he's just
That-
anticipating that. Oh my
He's
God.
he's the center back that did that. The bike was
Wow.
a center back. So imagine how skillful you had to be to be
Wow.
hitting that.
Jesus.
Wow.
Lloris actually saved that.
Lloris actually saved it. I thought it hit the
He
post.
saved it.
I thought it hit the post too, until I seen that.
That's
That
insane.
Oh my god.
replay.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Okay, that spiced up the first half a little bit.
Morocco's
Definitely.
good
That
on
was-
set pieces, man. I mean, they're athletic. They're tall.
Organization.
Yep. And ooh.
Uh-oh. Do we get
This is-
another chance
this is
before the
Unahi.
half?
That's Unahi.
Uh-oh. They're going to call a foul on that.
Oh.
No, they're not. I love that. Another
wow.
corner.
Corner.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Oh, I got it, guys.
3
Do we
minutes.
have another one? Do we have another one?
Is this
I'm
is
calling
this the
it.
goal?
Let's
Hey, man,
go.
Charlie, we get a goal.
Okay.
We go into the second half 1-1. That's what it is.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That's what it is.
Ray already knows my stance. I am always pro pens, pro overtime. I want to see these games go
I'm
as
all in.
long as
I'm
I
all in.
can.
I'm all in for the extra time and the penalties, except the Netherlands Argentina.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Every single corner kick has been dangerous.
Interesting. It has been very, very interesting. That was Hakimi too. Wow.
Woo.
man.
I feel like
we
Morocco
keep
got
the-
caught. I feel like Morocco got caught slacking in the first 4 minutes of the game.
I think so.
I feel like
Uh,
Lloris's heart right now is like a
Racing.
million miles a minute.
Going to miles per hour.
It's actually Morocco's ball here.
Lloris has been great the last couple games.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like both of these keepers have been phenomenal this tournament, really.
100%. I totally agree with you. And Lloris has been at the highest level. You know, he plays for Spurs, and he's a captain there, captain here. I just comes to tell you that he's doing things right. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It is good for Morocco, for real. We've only been seeing very little from France in the last like 5 minutes.
Yep. Oh, they're calling that.
Another one, guys. Another one.
Oh.
There's no card on that. Come on.
We get another chance, guys?
I'm. You know what? I'm gonna say yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna say,
Why not?
I'm gonna say yeah, just because, you know.
Yeah, why not, right? I love that. Why not?
I'm not. I mean, remember, I'm going for Morocco here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We need a goal.
Come on. Oh my.
wow.
Wow,
Lloris.
Lloris. Yeah. No, Ugo has been insane.
Oh yes.
Ugo has been.
Ooh, can they
absolutely
take another
insane.
kick? Touch it away. Smart Mbappe. There's got to be one more chance. You better play fast.
We said that there was gonna be. We said that there was gonna be one more
One.
time.
It's like 5.
It's been like 5 in the last like 5
Ooh.
minutes.
Ooh.
VAR? There's been some controversial in this World Cup
I know, man.
in regards to the VAR.
Ziyech's balls
Oh.
like into the back. He's played some great set
Yeah,
pieces.
he's
Great
so
set
technical.
pieces.
It's his left foot is so like
Oh.
educated, literally. Like he
Whew.
just like if he has a glove in his foot and he just puts it back.
Well,
What a half! That was a good
what a
half.
half. What a half.
Yeah,
Thoughts,
yeah.
Pabs, as we kind of head into a little break. We got a great halftime guest coming up. We're going to take a break before that. But before we do, Pabs, kind of first reactions here to that first half.
Honestly, I feel like if I had to rate it, I think France is out of 10. I think I'll give France like a solid 7, 8.
Yep.
And I'll give Morocco. I'll probably give them about the same, a little higher, but just because at the end of the half they looked way better than France.
Yep.
And I feel like I live by my statement about a few minutes ago. I feel like Morocco got caught slacking in that first goal, and they didn't expect to concede that early.
Yeah.
But as you can see, Morocco's not scared of a France that they have in front of them, and they're
Mhm.
going forward. I mean, a very interesting first half. What about you guys? What do you guys think?
Yeah, Ray, go ahead.
I mean, I'm honestly I'm proud of Morocco seeing them kind of just go head to head with France like that. You know, I feel like Pab said, you know, I feel like it's so intimidating to go up against France, especially like a team like Morocco. You know, I
Yeah.
don't want to take anything away from them, but you know, you have last World Cup winners France here, and you're just going and you're just beating it to the ground. So I'm
They're going
super
forward
happy.
at them. They're going at them.
I'm hoping that this next half we'll see Morocco being just as aggressive,
Mhm.
and hopefully it doesn't bite them in the butt being a little too aggressive or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm really hoping that we can see them be pretty aggressive in the next half.
Well, it's going to be an exciting finish for sure. I want to let everyone know watching this watch along with us. Make sure you've got, your volume up during the game. Make it maybe down right now, because during halftime, we've got a special guest coming, and it's through the theme that we were seeing play out yesterday, a play-by-play. Who will it be? I'm sure if you watch LAFC or listen, you'll know that pretty soon. But also, before we get to it, I want to let you know that we have a Gleam link giveaway for one of the best pieces of gaming peripheral systems I've ever seen. It is a PS5 custom with LAFC pre-game match media transformed into some of the most classic video games that have come out in the last 20 years and inspired gaming and the gaming culture around PS5. And it is yours for free if you enter our Gleam link. Make sure to enter and follow LAFC on all the channels. And the more entries you do, the more chances you will have to win. We're going to take a quick break. Raynday, Pabs, lots of bunnies here. We are bringing on a guest in just a few minutes. We'll see you in a second. Welcome back, everybody, to the LAFC Watch Along. You're here with Raynday, LotsofBunnies, and Pabs, who you know, but one maybe familiar face, but not on this broadcast. Now it is. We've got Dave Denholm, the play-by-play announcer for LAFC Radio. Dave, it's so great to have you here, and thank you for taking the time to be with us.
It's great to be with you. Really enjoying this match, enjoying listening to you guys do this first half, and just a pleasure to be here.
I wanted to kick off with any shocks here, because for me, like, you've been covering these games, you've been watching. I felt like France, showed up pretty nicely, but Morocco had a pretty strong finish to the half. So kind of what's your takeaway just from the first half, having watched it?
I was a little surprised how it played out, in the sense that Morocco hasn't been taking too many chances defensively. They've been rock solid defensively, best defensive team I've seen in a long time in the World Cup this year. And they took that chance, diving in after that ball, and it didn't work out. France gets the early goal, and I thought, well, we'll see what Morocco's really made of now. They've never trailed in this World Cup. It's early. France is feeling good, obviously, with that goal. But to Morocco's credit, they really got into the match, and they got into the match offensively, not just settling down defensively, which was a bit of a surprise because they haven't really played that way much this tournament. And they got back into it offensively and really took it to France for a lot of that first half, which, again, France will let you do that. So that's not a huge surprise. But the way Morocco likes to play, they haven't been really doing much of that. And yet they were able to, and got some good chances. I mean, were it not for a couple of the Lloris saves you guys were talking about there in that first, it could be 1-1, 2-1 Morocco, but France has got to feel pretty good. I did on my podcast yesterday, I predicted them to win 2-0, and I thought it would look kind of like the Argentina-Croatia match. It hasn't. No way has France been that dominant by any means. And I think Morocco's in this thing. The next goal, as we know in football, is just the second goal is just huge either way. So whoever gets that goal, I think, will likely win this match.
Now, Dave, I have a question. What's been your favorite moment so far in this World Cup? I know you've covered a lot of it going on. So what's been your favorite part?
Certainly the win for the U.S. with the goal, the way they beat Iran to get through. I'm a big U.S. fan. That's my team. So in this World Cup, so certainly to get that win, and just a great goal that was scored, and the way that game went down, all that pressure that they had to absorb, and getting out of a group and getting to the round of 16. Now, didn't go our way then, and I also really, I'm not going to hide it. I want Morocco to win. I want Morocco to win the whole thing.
You see what I'm saying, guys? Now we're forming a team here, Dave.
I mean,
before it was just
I love underdogs if my team's not around, right? I'd love the underdog story if my team's, and yet they're not really playing like an underdog. I mean, it's such a surprise how well they've played, and just continuing that on. And it hasn't been a fluke, you don't get here at this point by being a fluke team or just being such a big underdog. I mean, they can play. They played with France in that first half, just, toe to toe. So I think those are my two big takeaways. Also, I'd love seeing Canada in it. That was fun.
Yeah.
Would have loved to play a little bit better, but turns out they were in a pretty tough group, right?
They looked they looked really good. They looked really good early.
At times, yeah, they really did. And two semifinal teams in your group, that's pretty tough group.
Against Belgium, they deserved more.
Yeah, I would agree. And if they would have gotten it there, then maybe things would have worked out differently.
Things play out against Spain, against that's Spain. Yeah, it was crazy. No, it wasn't crazy. Who was
they might have played a little differently against Croatia, and they got the early goal. Maybe they would have backed away if they hadn't, if they had gotten the win against Belgium in the first match. Things, how it is with 3 group stage matches. Every goal is so big along the way, just because it changes the way you look at things and how teams play. So those have been my big moments and big, kind of takeaways from this World Cup.
How about you, Bunnies? What's yours? Like best moment in the World Cup?
I don't know. I had some pretty great moments in the World Cup. I think probably my favorite, Ray's gonna laugh at me here, it's the Portugal hat trick, It kind of came around to bite us in the butt during, afterwards, because we ended up starting him again. But, that hat trick was fantastic. And I was so proud to see Portugal come out and do that game that they did. I was so proud.
That brings a lot of controversy now, like benching one of the greatest ever for Gonzalo Ramos, and then he scores a hat trick. Yep. What do you do after, Yeah. I mean, the team definitely played better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Dave, what was your take on that? Because I know you were probably talking about it. What do you think there was a right decision that could have been made, or was it kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't for that?
Well, it's a great decision if it works out. That's it, and that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, at this level for managers, if it works, it was the best decision. If it failed, he's probably going to lose his job over it because it was the wrong. And it's not hindsight really. It's just if you make that big a move to bench Cristiano Ronaldo, it has to work.
Yeah.
And for Fernando Santos, the manager of Portugal, it did. So it was the right move. People would have criticized him to no end. He would have heard about it.
If it wouldn't have worked, Fernando Santos would have been out
exactly.
the door. Right
And you can say, well, they lost to Morocco, so it didn't. No, it worked. Really. I mean, he got the hat trick, he got the big, massive win, and Morocco just happened to be better than them in the next round. It doesn't mean it was the bad move then, and he brought in Cristiano Ronaldo off the bench at a good time. He gave him plenty of opportunity to try to affect the game as a bench player. It just didn't work out for them in the end. Morocco was just the better team.
I agree with you, man.
So, second half getting going, Dave. I mean, we appreciate you hanging with us. I want to let anyone who's watching and everyone who's kind of, aware, where can we find you? What's going on with you next? Obviously, I think you're still covering the World Cup, but tell me a little bit about where people can obviously track you down and any other side projects you might be doing.
Sure. I do a daily World Cup podcast for ESPN LA, the radio station there that also carries LAFC's games. So you can check that out on the ESPN LA app or wherever you get your podcast. It's called Road to the Cup, and it's every Monday through Friday. We will have a special show after the World Cup as well, like the final on Sunday. Usually those are at night on ESPN LA, or you can podcast them whenever those are released throughout the day. And you can hit me up on Twitter at Talk Soccer. So it's easy enough to find, I think. So, but thank you for having me. It's been fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a great app. Before we go, Dave, what's your prediction? How's this ending? You still going with 2-0?
I'm going to stick with my 2-0. I think Morocco's got some chances, though. If the next goal will probably decide it one way or the other. So if Morocco can kind of squeak out that goal that they've been pushing for, then it's game on. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with my original 2-0 France.
All right. Well, we'll be watching with bated breath here, and I'm sure you will off
Thank
the
you,
cast.
Dave.
Thanks again, Dave, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Dave,
Thank you, Dave.
LAFC play-by-play. Check out his podcast. Check out all the work that he's doing, and awesome guys that he was able to join us there. Pabs, Ray, I'm gonna let you continue. I have my food here, so I'm really getting into the watch along, guys. I gotta start eating.
No. Sit and enjoy, man. We have a lot. We have 45 minutes of football ready to play. I feel like, like Dave said, that second goal that comes in. Oh, and as I say this, Mbappe's down the wing on a 1v1 situation, and he's just
so fast.
Look at him.
Oh
I'm Rabat on the floor. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Bundesliga.
Now, it's funny because yesterday, actually, we were talking, me and Ray were talking, and we were telling everyone, make sure you have your food, get your drink, get your snacks. But, we haven't really had any snacks, any food or anything. And then today, Ray comes back with this snack,
That's
a true watch along. You know what I mean? We always say we want this to feel like, you're watching with us on the couch, just hanging out. And I feel like that's about as close as it's going to get.
Food's a big sporting event or anything with people or gatherings. Food is a big part of that. So I wanted to do my service to the watch line. It wouldn't have felt authentic if I wasn't grubbing right now. Okay,
absolutely. I second that motion. I love food is like my life. Everything else is side burner, but
That's
food
right.
is everything for me. So I hear you, man.
I love that.
Absolutely. I'm always eating.
Do you cook?
Oh, I love to cook. Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite couple of meals that you cook? You got any specialties or?
So my family has something called grandma tacos we make.
Ooh.
And it's a top secret recipe.
Okay. I won't try.
In other words, Ray, you're not gonna know.
I'm never gonna know.
But it's amazing. It's I love to bake. I love to cook. More than anything, I love to cook for people. I don't typically just make myself food. I'm a very lazy for me kind of person. I'll make myself a PB&J or eat some crackers, some hot Cheetos, something, But when I have people to cook for, I just love cooking. Any Italian food, I'm Italian. Italian,
Okay.
Italian Mexican. So I know we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but any
Tacos and
Italian
pasta,
food,
you know.
tacos and pasta.
Let me come over. Let me come over.
You know?
Tacos for
Come on.
appetizer, pasta for entree.
Yeah.
I got you guys. I would love to cook for you guys. You know, it's funny because my husband, his favorite food's Mexican food, and I'm always joking with him. I'm like, "Hey, man, you lucked out here.
You
Italian
lucked
and
out.
Mexican food."
That's right. That's right. That is awesome.
Grandma tacos, I
Yes.
love that.
Yes, grandma tacos. That and
Mm.
baking is my thing. I think I like
Ooh.
baking more than I like cooking, to be honest, just because like I don't know, I'm just like da 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 in my own little element baking, but I also love sweets, so I think I eat more of my baking stuff.
Than you do of the food you cook. Does is it calming? Is there like, because I know my dad, it's funny. I don't know about you, Pabs, but like he likes to do chores because it like calms his mind. It like just he doesn't have to think about anything. So he always wants to do laundry. He always wants to clean the kitchen. Like, I don't know if cooking has that type of impact for you.
Ray, I'm gonna have to ask. Can you tell your dad he has an extended welcome? I will cook him dinner if he wants to come and do my chores.
I lucked out. My dad's like, "Hey man, where's your laundry? Like, we need to, I need to do a load. Like, I'm just trying to unwind." I'm like, "Well, okay."
You're right there with your laundry bag.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna twist my arm about it, but you know what? Yeah, actually, like, so for me, baking is really like that. Baking, I go kind of like almost like an autopilot mode, where I don't really have to think too much or anything like that. Cooking,
that's awesome.
If I'm cooking for people, I do get a little bit more like not stressed, but a little bit like I really hope this tastes good, while I'm cooking.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, baking super just zens me out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's touch base back into France, Morocco. Ray and Bunnies. What do you guys think in regards to
Oh.
predictions? As soon as I say this, Mbappe's again, and
I know, Pabs. I feel like me and Ray have talked about good luck charms, bad luck charms during this World Cup, and I feel like every time we say that, every time. If you're going for Morocco, you're gonna have to stop that, okay?
No, yeah. I was gonna talk about score predictions for the second half. Are we sticking with Dave? Are we sticking with Dave on a 2-0?
I think 2-1.
2-1. Well, who scores next?
Morocco.
Morocco. What about you, buddies? Who scores first? What's your prediction?
I'm saying I would love to see Morocco score next, and I would love for it to be a 2-1 game or a 1-1 game going into extra time and hopefully penalties. I would love that.
In a perfect world.
In
a perfect world, Morocco scores minute 90. No additional.
Right.
Actually, 5 additional minutes. Morocco scores minute 95. Chilena. Again, like another bicycle kick.
Mm-hmm.
They go to extra time and then they go to pens.
That's right. And then France wins for me.
No. The Hakimi scores the chip again on a penalty. By the way,
and then he runs into Mbappe and slaps him in the face.
And then the celebration with him. Wow. No, I mean, honestly, me personally, as sad as it sounds again, France is going to score for the 2-0. Then it's going to open up. Morocco's going to put numbers forward. 2-1, and then see you later. 3-1, Mbappe, the dagger.
This doesn't deserve to be 2-0 yet. I don't think. Not yet. So, but I do, because I think, France are obviously never not going to be deadly. So, but I think Morocco's creating good, consistent pressure and chances.
I feel like they also like won the hearts of the whole world by being here.
They did.
Absolutely.
And like they're showing that they are.
Look.
Oh!
That was close.
That was so close.
One thing I'm really happy to see though is that Morocco is playing exceptionally, and they're really showing, like Dave kind of talked about it. It's not a fluke. It's not just some like random spark of luck. It's every every team.
Morocco's getting chances, guys. I think.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and put the Morocco's gonna score next.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think, every team who's lost to Morocco, I think at first it was a little like, we
lost to Morocco. Like...
Kind of, yeah. And I feel like now it's really not like that at all. And they're proving that they were, a great competitor.
They're here to compete. Yeah, they're here to compete.
I mean, when you're competing with France 1-0, I think that says a lot, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like France is such, I feel like, a deadly team that it wouldn't be impossible for them to go and do a 3-0, you know, up into the sky. You know what I mean? So.
By the way, did you guys know that before the World Cup started, Samuel Eto'o predicted the semifinal?
No way.
I did not.
In his little bracket prediction.
No way.
France Morocco semifinal.
Wow.
And everybody before the World Cup started obviously was like, Sammy, like, come on, like.
I mean, there's got to be like 5 people in the world that had France Morocco.
Yeah, and he was one of them.
And he was one. That is insane.
Wow.
And it was shared on Twitter. If I'm not mistaken, it was shared like by BR Football, like by all these big like pages. And then look at them now. They're literally in the semifinal against France, and they're competing against France.
I love it.
Foul. That should be a foul. No foul. Foul.
Yeah, I mean they're in France's half. I mean France is.
No. They haven't had the ball.
They haven't had the ball, and
the
difficulty is that France is coming in knowing they have a lead to protect. So they're gonna counter, but they're not gonna extend to get the ball back quickly. And so it feels like it just gives Morocco time on the ball. It gives them the ability to kind of create. They have good decision makers offensively. They put numbers forward exactly when they, I don't know, man.
It's looking scary for France right now.
I definitely would be scared if I was French right now.
But then this happens. They got numbers forward, and then not obviously, but they got numbers forward. Long ball to Mbappe, long ball to Dembele, and see you later.
You know, one thing I think is so interesting is we kind of have circled around it a little bit or danced around it when we talk, but it's kind of how Morocco came in here, and nobody was really on Morocco's side apart from Morocco, apart from the Moroccan fans. But other than that, everyone kind of just, wrote them off and put them to the side. But now it's like they are like the dream team. Everyone is, or a lot of people now are like rooting for them because how historic it would be and how incredible it would be. I feel like this is like the true underdog story that we're watching unfold. And I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. If I could have anybody winning the World Cup, it would be Morocco.
Wow.
Like,
I feel like we now expect them in the 2026 World Cup.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this is gonna put a lot of pressure.
Oh
my god.
Onahi, man. Onahi's creating this with Ziyech on the wing. Mbappe on the floor again.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, he's going back close.
Ziyech.
Corner?
Corner? No.
Goal kick.
But touching back what I was saying is I feel like this is going to put a lot of pressure on them for the next World Cup because now there's going to be eyes all on them.
Oh, you're right.
They have a tough qualifying group, and that's why we haven't seen them, because this is their era. This is their, like, I feel like this group has unified and overcome so many obstacles to get here. And they're in a semifinal of a World Cup now. Like, people are going to be like, next World Cup. And if Morocco doesn't make it, they're going to be like, where's the semifinalists of the last World Cup,
Right.
Yeah.
And now they have responsibility to be able to know that, hey, look, we made it here. We got to keep it going.
Yeah. And I think that I hope they can do kind of like how Croatia did. Croatia were, they were in the finals last year or last World Cup, and they did good. And I liked seeing them come thus far versus Argentina, and it's not like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, kind of a fluke. They came and they showed that they were a force.
And Croatia looked very good. Not against Argentina, but I mean, they took the ball away from Brazil the game before. They literally took the ball away from them, where Brazil's so good on the ball, and that's what made them uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and that's what made Brazil uncomfortable, and that's why they went to the extra time, and that's why they got scored on in at 117. But Croatia lived up to a semifinalist of a World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I hope for Morocco for the next World Cup. Is I hope that they.
I don't know about a semifinalist.
Well, but
a cheeky quarterfinal.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they do. hold up to what they've done here, you know, and they do good.
We could have had a France-Portugal today, but now we have a France-Morocco.
I know.
What about the Italy's?
Italy. The fact that Italy isn't in
Man, I don't even want to talk about
European champions, and
Unbelievable.
they don't make it to the World Cup.
this. It's unbelievable. It's crazy.
So sad.
Mancini
world,
has to
though,
sort
man.
it out.
Yeah. That's the way we are. Everything is, it's so fluid, and that's the sport too. I mean, you have these things that can happen in soccer that it's very, like in the NBA, you can't really have a team that is so, like a team like this over the court, because they play 7 games in the playoffs. So you got to win 4 out of 7. It's like, it's hard to fluke that. And not even that Morocco's fluking, but you can have some of these like, wow, one game made such an impact.
Yep.
You just put it 2 or 3 more together, you could be in a World Cup, World Cup final.
100%. And like for me, I'm originally from Venezuela.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And wait, and as I'm talking, Mbappe's again on a breakaway.
He looked offside here. No way.
Yeah, he looked offside. They need to stop it.
Oh.
Corner. Yeah. Okay. Offside. But yeah, I'm originally from Venezuela, so Venezuela has never made a World Cup. Okay, as sad as it sounds, but the CONMEBOL, it's very fluent in regards to it. I feel that we just lost, right? You and me, bunnies. Yeah. So yeah, CONMEBOL, to have a contender in the final, like Argentina, could have been Brazil, could have been Argentina now. Peru actually went to go play against Australia for the spot at the World Cup, and Australia actually, played against Argentina in the group stage, and they played actually not in the group stage, in the not the quarterfinals, the octavos, the game before, and Peru could have been there to compete, as well. And it could have been in the Peru Argentina, where Peru in the CONMEBOL qualifiers, they actually give a very tough game to Argentina. So it could have been a different story, Yeah. But there's so many countries that go through so much to make it here.
Yeah.
It's like Costa Rica. Costa Rica had to go beat New Zealand in Dubai to make it to this World Cup.
Yeah.
And then they went and they beat, who was it? They beat was it Germany or they beat Japan? Then they beat Japan 1-0.
Yeah.
But Japan then goes and beats Spain and Germany.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Me and Ray were talking about this earlier, like this World Cup, like I've watched a couple previous World Cups, and this World Cup has been so unpredictable and just like anything can happen. And I love that. You know what I mean? I don't really love the predictability about certain games, but we've seen like the teams that are the underdogs going through and beating these top tier teams. And I'm just like, let's go, because it's just so much fun to watch, and especially if you don't really, I was gonna say, especially if you don't really watch very often, or if this is getting people who have never really watched football or soccer or anything like that, it's a good representation. I feel like this World Cup for the new viewers to see, because it's so
for the sport stuff. It's not like super one lopsided, like I would have. As long as it gets, I would have put Morocco in the semifinal.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have put Morocco in the quarterfinals either.
Yeah.
But here they are. They are. Like they came and they beat whoever they needed to beat, and now they're playing against a World Cup champion at the highest level, and they're about to get a chance.
I thought you were gonna say they're about to get a goal.
Chance, and then it comes the goal after. But yeah, I feel like Morocco is just, they're showing up. And as the minutes go by, I mean, look at France. France, they have all 11 men behind the ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought that Morocco would have had France 11 men behind the ball?
I think that Morocco and Morocco fans should be extremely proud of how well this team has played. Oh, gosh. Oh. So I was talking to Ray about this the other day. I was telling my favorite type of like goal to watch is a header. Header goals are just like, I guess like a bicycle kick is, I would say, is pretty up there for me, with like my favorite goals to watch. What are your favorite goals like to watch? Like what gets you like,
I would say obviously the ones that have so much technical skill behind them, like a finesse from outside the box, where the ball thinks
Okay.
that you're like, whenever they put the angle from the back, it goes out and then it goes in.
Uh-huh.
Like, who
Yeah.
doesn't love to watch those? You know, like bend it like Beckham type thing.
Yep.
You know, those as
Absolutely.
well. And the first touch, like the good plays, like the first touch football,
Oh yeah.
which people say that is the simplest to play, but it's the actual
The
hardest to
hardest.
do.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
And I'm gonna bring you back, Ray, in regards to your Arsenal days.
Yeah.
Remember that one goal from Giroud that he did, the back heel to Ramsey?
Oh my
You
god.
remember that?
Yeah.
It was
I
like
think I
first
do.
touch. It was like first touch football all along between like 5-6 different players, and then it ended on a Ramsey finish. I'm gonna send you a link, Bunny. See if you,
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
see it.
Remind me, man, because
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna send you
I
guys a
would
link.
love to watch that.
That goal was absolutely insane, and I'm never gonna forget that goal just because of the quality of every single player that the way that they touched the ball. It was all with a purpose, you know.
It's a
I feel
hard
like,
sport. Yeah. to
like
do something like
the
that.
more you watch, obviously, the more you're gonna get those type of like memorable goals. But I feel like every once in a while, you just get that like memorable goal that you will never forget
Mhm.
watching, and you'll just never forget where you were standing or where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were sitting during that goal. And
And I think
those are
your chat just said it against Norwich. It was against Norwich.
yep.
Against Norwich.
Yeah, against
Yep.
Norwich. Literally, Gasman just said it in your chat, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, like that goal, I was like, okay, like Arsenal winning the league. See you later. Everybody wrap it up. Everybody wrap it up.
Yeah.
But
Now,
yeah.
who do you go for like a Premier League? Who
In
you-
the Premier League.
Or do you watch a lot of Premier League or?
Yeah, I do watch it. I do watch it. I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon right now. I think Arsenal right now
Thank-
are looking very good, and that's not because you're here, right?
Mhm.
You know?
You.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not because you're here, but Arsenal are looking very good right now. In La Liga, I'm a Barca fan.
Yep.
Mm.
Hey, same thing.
Okay.
I love it.
Sad times. You know,
Yeah.
ever since those like Champions League games, we've been going down. Literally. I actually went to the Liverpool game where they won 3-0 in Barcelona. I
Wow.
went all the way from Miami. I went over there and I watched that
Wow.
game. And I
Oh,
saw
wow.
the 3-0 and I was like, yes, like we qualified to the final. Come on. Nothing's gonna happen. 4-0 Liverpool scores.
Wow.
Now you're in Miami, so I feel like the next World Cup there's gonna have to be a game around you.
There
Are
is,
you
there
do you
is,
plan
there
on
is.
going or what are you playing?
If I have to drop the crib on it, I will go ahead and drop the crib on it to go to that game. Definitely, 100%. It's at the Hard Rock Stadium. It's like 30 minutes away from me.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Even if it's like an Iran Canada, I'm going. You know,
Yeah.
like, or
Wow,
something
yeah.
like that. Like something that I'm not even like related to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go just because
Yeah.
of the World
Yeah.
Cup. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What
Now,
about
do
you
you
guys?
plan
Do
on
you guys
going-
have like games on in your cities?
Ooh.
Heck yeah, man.
sure I will.
So we're
LA.
actually in Texas now. So I'm predicting quite a few games in Texas because Texas stadiums just hit different. Texas is
The
just
the
different.
Cowboy Stadium.
Come on.
Just
Come
like oh
My God, that would have been the one.
just the way, like honestly, all stadiums, like high school stadiums, dude, they drop millions of dollars on these high school stadiums. I'm new to Texas, so it's all very like not normal for me to see these like high schools that are built up like NFL stadiums, you know, but dude, it's beautiful. So I think they're gonna have quite a few. But I think we're gonna go to as many Portugal games as we can, probably as many Mexico
100%.
games as we can.
And
Hopefully
we'll
Italy
go to
make
every
it.
Portugal
Some
game.
Italian game.
Yeah. Hopefully Italy make it so we can go to
Italian.
Italy and USA. You know, I wanna hop around different states going to the games. I'm hoping we can
26
do.
cities.
Oh my God, foul.
Yeah. And I believe it's going to be shared between US, Mexico, and Canada. I could be
Yeah.
mistaken, but I'm pretty
No,
sure
no,
that
no, no.
that's
You're completely correct on that. You're completely
okay.
correct on that.
So I want to go to all the big city games in the US. Like I guess the big cities that I'm actually interested in, but you know, like nice
Chicken-
weather big
Chicken
cities.
New
So I'm-
York.
Yeah.
Not in the winter, obviously in the summer.
no, not in the winter. No
Not in the
cold
winter.
places for me. I'm a hot weather
I was
person.
actually just in Colorado in Keystone with my girlfriend, and it was snowstorms.
Yeah.
Literally, it was just like a bunch of snowstorms. I was like, when am I going back to Miami?
Oh
You know?
gosh. I know, because Miami right now it's like the best weather, isn't it? Like 70 degrees or something right now, and like.
I
Oh.
don't even know, but it's amazing right now. I literally, it's just a snowstorm here too in Canada, girl. Yeah. Oh my,
Yeah.
Oh my
Mbappe.
God.
Oh wow.
Mbappe, offsides.
The only moment they've really had.
In literally like what? How long is that? Like
20 minutes, 23
yeah,
minutes.
like 22 minutes, 23
Wow.
minutes.
Yep.
And that's like, and this is a World Cup champion, you know, like Morocco is holding their ground.
Absolutely.
And Morocco's like they came here to perform, and they like I said, they got caught slacking the first 4 minutes.
Ooh.
Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
Look at Dembele.
Are you
Nah,
serious?
if he scores this, that's
Oh.
He's
crazy,
so
okay.
fast, man. Watching
so
him
fast.
strike is just. It's.
I think that the only thing that he's missing is his decision making.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is he's so good, so fast, hits it, 5-star week for us in the FIFA scene, like everything. Like there's a what's it called? Like an interview with him, like, oh, if you went to a corner kick and you shot it with your left, but then you shot the penalty kick with your right, what happened? He's like, I just shoot good with both.
Whatever feels clever at the point of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, he's like, I just shoot good with both, you know, like I'm just very proficient.
Yeah.
I'm skilled.
Uh-oh.
Go down.
Oh,
That's a foul.
gotta be.
that's got to be a foul, right?
Yeah, it's a foul.
Gotta be.
It's a foul.
Yeah, no ball.
Definitely.
One thing I'll say is I'm really impressed by, like, not there, but like the defense of Morocco. Like Morocco's defenders, they're heading the ball out, they're slide tackling the ball. They are playing every which way.
And you don't have big names back there except Hakimi.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
like you don't have a Rafa Varane, a Konate, a
Right.
Theo Hernandez. You know, like a Koundé that now plays for Barcelona. Like I don't know many other Moroccan center backs except the guy that came out the captain. But now you have Hakimi there, like, and they're
Yeah.
playing literally at the highest level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you put the best defenders against Mbappe, and they're gonna have some. They're gonna
gonna
have some
struggle.
difficulty. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at yesterday, Guardiola, the center back for Croatia.
Mhm.
He was considered one of the best defenders in the World Cup due to obviously, you know, leaving Brazil out, competing at the level that they've been competing, and then Messi just put him on skates, literally in that Julian Alvarez goal. Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh my God.
How did they miss that?
Feels
how
like they
did
should have
they
done
miss
better
it?
on that.
They Griezmann could have put a better ball, honestly.
I feel like this hasn't necessarily been Griezmann's greatest game,
No,
because I think
No.
he's had a couple opportunities so far.
he's been quiet. But he's been defending
you know,
so much.
I mean, it happens. You know, like me and Ray have talked about it before. You know, especially as an athlete, I never played football, soccer, but I've always played sports, and you know, sometimes days you're gonna have your off days, and some days you're gonna have your on days, and you can't really pick and choose typically when your off day is.
When
And you know
your
that
off day is,
as a player, you know, but it would be so disappointing to have your off day during
the World
During
Cup
the
semifinal,
World Cup.
yeah.
yeah.
Semifinal.
But you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think a lot of France players right now are sick, from what I've heard.
There was like an
Currently-
illness. There was like an illness going around in the
Really?
camp. Yeah, there was like I don't know who shared it. I don't know what news channel shared it,
Mhm.
but it was like a flu going around in the France
Yeah.
national team camp.
Wow.
That's got to be disappointing, because I mean, imagine trying to play when you're under the weather, or when your teammates are under the weather. That's got to be a huge wrench
Mhm.
in the plans.
Yeah, definitely.
But like you said, you know, even their bench is so phenomenal that it's
Their
not like they
second team,
don't.
their second
Yeah.
team in the last game of the World Cup was crazy.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
like
That's what the U.S. really struggle with, having depth. There's a lot of teams that are good, but you know, when you get to France and even get to
Did I hear her
England-
say soccer? You did hear me say soccer, but if you listen, I said soccer, football /
soccer football. She's being inclusive.
So I'm from the U.S., but my husband's Portuguese, and so you know, I feel like, you know, we have to go between soccer / football here, because you know, in the U.S. we do call it soccer, but I'm not. You know, I know that we have a lot of European and a lot of, you know, Canadian folks out here who say football. So you know, I'm here for it both.
However,
husband-
there was a big campaign going around this World Cup that it's called soccer, no? Like,
Yeah,
it's
have you
actually-
seen the David Beckham commercial floating around? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, like it's a big campaign.
Oh my god, that's one of my favorite commercials just because it's so funny. It's like so.
Oh,
I don't know. Oh
Ooh.
god, I just think it's like, I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. I love that commercial.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. But look at that, the ball just went out, and now you have 4 players from Morocco going forward at full speed, trying to break this down. And look at Hakimi's one of the most skillful from Morocco, and he's literally on a mission right now.
Good touch. Ooh.
Here's your number 8.
Number 8 is Onahi.
Oh.
I will always know number 8 as your player.
Honestly,
As you guys are continuing the chat, I just want to let everyone know, if you're joining us, welcome. I know we got a couple more viewers here, and if you're watching us from Twitch, you don't know what this is. This is a watch along. LAFC does this all
now, I
the
wonder
time
what the
with
stadium
different
feels
events.
like, because I've heard that it's iced out
very,
with the
cool
air
for you guys
conditioning
to be
right
able
now.
to
It's
come
so
and
cold
follow
in there.
our Twitch channel.
But like at the
twitch.tv
same time, like
/LAFC.
I'm like, man, is it really that cold? Because the way I see these players sweating, I'm like, man, imagine how much they must be internally like overheating if it's that cold in there and they're just drenching their kits out like this,
sweat. Yeah, and by the way, this guy that's coming in right now for Morocco, his name is Ez Abde. That's the way that you. I don't know if that's the way.
Hey, are you guys able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Just making sure. Ray, you got me. Pabs, you got me.
I feel like somebody I pronounce
Ray, I don't
every
think it's
name
hearing
wrong.
me at all.
Like
Pabs.
literally almost every name wrong. So I don't. Oh.
Hey, Pops, can you let Ray know that she can't hear me?
Yeah, but I don't think you hear Ray. Do you?
Do I hear Ray?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so can you tell her I'm just gonna do a quick little shout out as well? I don't know what's been happening.
We're gonna be doing the glimpse. So Ray, take it away. Take it away.
Thank you, man. Hey, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
I know that we had some audio
thank you
stuff.
so much, Pabs. Appreciate it. So right now, LAFC is doing a giveaway for a extremely unique, one of a kind LAFC PlayStation 5. It is US only. Girl, I did see you in the chat earlier asking if it was US only because I know you're in Canada. It is unfortunately US only, but it is she muted Ray, exposed. It is a Gleam giveaway. So what that means is it's not just like a one time only, put in your email and you get one entry. You can do as many entries as that are options on the Gleam. So I don't know how many that is exactly. I will be finding out because I might go in there and do a sneaky little entry, 1 or 2, you know.
A cheeky one, a cheeky burner.
A cheeky one, you know. I feel like all 3 of us should do a cheeky little one.
Definitely.
If you guys want to enter, type !PS5 in the LAFC Twitch chat. If you guys are watching us on YouTube or my channel or Ray's channel, make sure you guys go over to twitch.tv/LAFC. Follow us here. We will be doing the final World Cup game as well. And last but certainly not least, Pabs will be on this channel tomorrow, the LAFC channel tomorrow, doing a friendly game against DC United. So this is your debut, right? With LAFC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is my debut. This is definitely my debut. 100%. And I'm so excited. And I'm going against DC United's finest, King CJO, which is a friend of mine, which we have played already in the EMLS for 2 years in a row. The first year he won, the second year I won. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Awesome. I think you're going to do great. I think you're doing amazing. You know, it's funny. We talked a little cheeky bit with Ray earlier about going up against your friends, stuff like that in football. Now you're going up against your friend in the EMLS.
In the virtual pitch, yes. Ma'am, 100%. It's gonna be exciting. It's really gonna be exciting. I feel like we have Ray back
now.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh my God! Great job on the hosting there. Great job. I think we ended up. I think my audio was coming, but it ended up not getting through to you. So I think I had to reset one more time. Thank you for doing all those call outs and everything. And
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been listening along. You gave me a chance to eat, so I'm happy about that. I know you were saying it too, but just a big shout out to anyone who's watching. Make sure to follow us on twitch.tv/LAFC. We do these watch parties all the time, and whether it's for the World Cup, which we'll be doing again for the final, which Pabs and Ray will be a part of, or if it's just for other sporting events as well, LAFC does these. So the twitch.tv/LAFC is where you want to follow, guys. Make sure you're hanging out with us.
Yes.
All right, guys. So the game, continue. But I mean, what a game we got here, man. Morocco, France, anybody could have scored. This is
I feel
insane.
like Morocco deserves better. I feel like I feel like if you go into like the whole new statistic that the world is doing, the whole expected goals, I feel like Morocco probably has 1.0, honestly.
Yeah.
Like at least that bike, the other 1v1.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Uh-oh. This looks dangerous.
Uh-oh. Oh, what a turn.
Oh.
What a turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
No
Are
way.
you kidding?
Oh,
No
no.
way. No way.
He just went in his first touch of the game. His first touch of the game
Oh,
for 2-0.
no.
Okay, wait, whoa. I did say that France was gonna score the 2-0.
Oh, you did.
Morocco's gonna go forward, score the 2-1, and then it's
They-
just gonna be.
You know what? I would just like to go on record and say that it was 1-0 the whole time Ray was gone. All of a sudden, Ray
He
comes
comes
back.
That's funny. It's true.
Literally.
It's true. They needed to hear me. They needed to have, Mbappe.
Oh,
He's getting a live
wow.
feed of our commentary right now onto
Yep.
the pitch.
Uh-huh.
way
I
they
said,
lost
nice
that
turn, and then
ball.
he took off.
Yep.
But look
he
at
was
this-
like,
look
"Oh,
at
I'm
this
gonna
turn
show you
right
a little cheeky 1-2 right here."
And then he lets it go. Just half step, waits up, and there.
He's
And
so
then touching
crazy.
it to outside of his right foot after that. Boom, boom,
Sheesh.
boom.
Wow.
Bop, bop, and then get to the right foot so quickly and then take that shot.
He's insane.
And then
So
there,
now, guys,
touch
seeing
there.
that it's
Boom.
2-0, what do you think Morocco has to do? What do you think that they're gonna do? What do you think? Like, how do you feel the game is gonna progress from now on?
Oh my God.
You want to do it first, right?
I feel like Morocco has to throw everything out now to the win. They've got to push, they've got to press, and they've got to try to get chances. And I think if they do that, and they need to be on corners, they need to have the ball in that final third consistently, cram the field up. Now you have to suffer the fact that you're leaving maybe 2 or 3 back and you're gonna have to go Mbappe one-on-one. I think that's just what you have to give away now, and go for a chance, Pabs.
Sadly, honestly, Morocco has to send players forward and they're going to be exposed in the back. And I feel like this goal just came from a mistake in the back line that they were just trying to come out playing.
Yep.
And they tried playing it to the center mid and, it didn't play out well. But now they have to send numbers forward. Now they have to send numbers forward. They have to isolate Mbappe into a 1v1 defending because, he's just going to be up there. They took out Giroud already. He's going to be along with the 2 center backs in the middle. And I don't know, honestly, I feel like Morocco needs one right before minute 85 in order to have a chance.
Yes, they got to score quick. And I think if they do, that's, we're kind of back. Game on. It'll be an interesting 15 minutes to end, but they have to have something now.
They need something right now.
Right. I mean, I would say they've been unlucky.
So are you guys sticking with your original predictions, Ray, with the 2-1, Pabs with the 2-0?
2-1.
I feel like
Yeah.
Could be
as honest
3-0.
as honest as I can be, I don't see Morocco scoring.
Uh-oh.
Because I think France is just gonna isolate it and they're gonna do this. Mbappe up top, send it to him, hold the ball, hold the play, and then just keep on touching and wasting the clock down, running the clock down. They're so composed now.
Yep.
I don't know how much stoppage time they're probably gonna get. They're probably gonna 5 minutes. And,
Yeah.
and then France is gonna be they're en route to the World Cup final.
Now,
Wow.
guys, on our Twitch chats, what do you guys think and predict that the final score is going to be? Are you guys with Ray with the 2-1?
Yeah.
Are you guys with Pabs with the 2-3-0? You guys with Dave with the 2-0? Dave earlier did say 2-0.
He did.
3-0, 3-1, 3-0,
Dave
2-0.
Denholm, man.
Yep. If he predicts it right, man, it just
And you can never miss a podcast from
professional.
now on. You have to listen to every podcast from now on.
Every single one.
Every
from
single one.
beginning to streaming, starting soon. Thanks for
You have-
watching.
right, the starting soon. And thanks for watching.
This kid is very, very good. Abde, he
Mhm.
came from La Masia, from Barca. Not biased here or anything.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty, he's actually pretty good, and he has actually performed with Barca, like prior to Xavi. I think it was actually when Xavi came in, or prior to Xavi coming in. He actually had some minutes. That was filthy by Mbappe.
That's just filthy, man.
Yeah, that was filthy by Mbappe, honestly.
So coming in from our chats, we see a lot of 2 and 3 nils.
Oh, 2 and 3
See
nil.
a lot of you guys going for 2 and 3 nils. Okay, you guys don't have any faith that Morocco's gonna score. Okay,
I mean, if they haven't scored now, I mean, it's not a bad. It's the smart thing. I mean, Morocco has just been unlucky. They've had chances. Like Morocco could have easily scored. That first goal could have easily not been a goal. You know, that was the only legitimate piece of like quality that you just can't do anything about.
Yep.
You know, it's just an unlucky bounce for a lot of things.
Yeah, and I mean, Theo did really well to finish that. Honestly, I don't know if a lot of people would finish it the way that he finished it.
I know.
Altercations. I mean, the game is heated if you think about it. The game is feisty. The Moroccan players, they know that they deserve better. They know that they needed a little bit more.
Yep.
And as honest as it could be, this Morocco side actually showed that France does have some weaknesses.
Yeah.
They could get the ball. That they could get that. This France, it's beatable. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Morocco could have done a little bit better in the final third, and they would have put a couple goals away. You know.
Oh, what a.
But maybe Argentina on Sunday is the one that puts them away. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll tell you what. You know that Argentina's watching this, taking notes on what you know what I mean.
Free day.
That's right.
Today's a free day for Argentina. Like they're not doing anything. They're watching this game. I followed a reporter for the Argentina national team. I said that today's off. They're doing barbecue. They're sitting with their families. They're hanging out. 100% watching this game and hoping that Mbappe doesn't come in great form into the final.
Yep.
You know.
Looks like they're not going to get their wish though.
They're not.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's in great form.
He's in great form. And like, it's not the same Mbappe that scored against them in the last World Cup, you know?
No.
It's a different, more mature Mbappe that knows how to do things better. I don't know if you guys remember that game, the 4-2 France-Argentina in Russia.
I do.
Mbappe had a crazy run.
Yeah.
Where he literally just dog Mascherano and the rest. Literally. This is where Ziyech is dangerous. He cuts him. Nah.
Right.
As soon as I say that, he does that.
Yeah. He wanted it, but yeah, Thuram wasn't moving. He didn't bite for that. I probably wouldn't have either.
Game they needed a little bit more. You could tell that they have not been here before.
You could tell, yep.
And I think that, you know, as like in the sport, I think this is where you're gonna see kind of that experience play out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. 100%. Because if you think about it, from this team, Mbappe, if I'm not mistaken, Dembele, Griezmann, we're all there that last World Cup, you know?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Like, you know, Varane too. Hernandez, I don't know if he was there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a lot of people get to say we won a World Cup semifinal. You know, we know what it's like to get to the final, how to handle these moments. You know, that's an experience that is just, as you can see here, very hard for a lot of players to get. And the players who get it often, you know, they do know how to manage these moments a lot better.
100%.
And it proves to be the difference, I think, for them. Absolutely.
Oh,
I don't know if that came out.
I know. I want to see that again.
You guys remember that Japan goal against Spain that the ball went out? But
oh my God, that was the craziest VAR situation I've ever seen. What did you think about that?
Honestly, I thought the ball was super out.
It looked out. It looked out. For sure.
I thought the ball was out, but at the same time, they showed you the view from the top
down.
Yeah, and you're like, wait a second, the ball is actually not out completely. But the full sphere bar of the base of the ball was out.
Which makes no sense. You're like, what?
It makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, I feel like this World Cup with the whole VAR and everything, a lot of like, you know, like controversies and everything.
Yep.
But I feel like the refs have not been as bad as we have probably seen in the past.
Well, you know what they really haven't had? They haven't had a goal that should have counted that didn't count. And I think that's what it's all about. That is the reason they did it. And as long as they do that, I mean, there's no worse feeling than, having something like, Morocco ties it or something and it doesn't go, but the VAR would have allowed it. That's just you'll never get that back. So
never get that back.
Yeah. But it's also like Argentina, Maradona wouldn't have scored in the World Cup final if VAR.
They wouldn't have won it.
Then. Yeah, they wouldn't have won. So it's like kind of insane. It's like it's different. It's a different sport now.
Yeah.
How did they let that happen? Who didn't see that? Like who didn't see that? For real. Like
who didn't want to see that is really the question you gotta answer. Who was benefited by looking at it?
I love that, Ray.
Go.
Yeah. What happened there? Like, who was in control of this?
Yeah.
But there was a lot of controversy in the beginning with the VAR over like the over some of the calls that had been made, which is like the little offside VARs in the very beginning. I remember
his toe was offside, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and
play on, dude.
Me and Ray I kind of asked Ray that question, how he felt about that on our first cast together, because I had seen so much controversy about it, and I know that he's coming from an ex-football player, or how that would make him feel, and Pabs, how would that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
I think that VAR has been, a great addition. However, it takes away that joy once you score that very small margin goal.
Yep.
Where you went and celebrated and the game was 0-0 and then you score in 85 and then you're like, oh my God, I won us the game. And then the VAR comes and just takes it away. Takes away all the joy and all the happiness that you just celebrated upon,
Yeah.
And whenever you celebrate a goal and then, it gets called offside, you don't celebrate. You're like, oh, wait a second. Okay, never mind. I'm offside. And then VAR gives you the goal. You're like, all right. Dude, let's all go and let's all run, celebrate to the corner together,
Yeah.
So I feel like it takes away, but it also gives, because in the football world, there's been a lot of controversy. Yeah. And a lot of teams have won Champions Leagues. I'm not gonna say names. A lot of teams have won Champions League where players were offside and they scored, and then happy ever after,
Yeah.
But
absolutely. And like Ray said, it's kind of like another game now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going forward,
There's no room to cheat. There's no room to
even embellish fouls. There's no point. It's gonna get seen. It's gonna get reviewed.
VAR could come in and actually give you a red card whenever the ref didn't call it a red card.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just at times as well. At times I'm like, why is this in the game?
Yeah. I think it's a great tool to be used for something where it's like blatant offsides or like a handball kind of situation. I love it for that. But I think for kind of how it was in the beginning with your toe or your fingertip was a little bit past the defender, I think that's where it becomes
and the pictures that I will see on Twitter, his toe was off.
It's like,
what?
My bad, guys. I didn't see it.
Because I mean, even
my nose.
We're human, so we're gonna make a little human errors here and there, especially you guys after as playing football,
the game.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh no,
I would go.
No
way.
He brings on Hakimi, his boy.
No, thank you.
And Mbappe's not getting his goal though. That I think we all kind of thought he would be getting.
I literally said that he was gonna get his goal, and he's not right now.
He's not right now.
He's
not. But I think you just jinced it, honestly. I think you just jinced it. He's about it. Look at this mag. This is crazy.
Do they give him an assist on that though?
On the goal?
On the goal. Even though it's a shot. I don't know.
I feel like they do, but at the same time, that shouldn't work like that.
But does that still count towards the golden boot? The assist? No, right?
No, actually, if you have the same amount of goals, do they go by assists? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I mean, it would make sense if it's tied, but
right.
I mean, so right now, Mbappe and Messi are still the golden boots of the World Cup, and they're about to play each other in the final.
And so,
which is wild.
That's insane. Two of the best two performing teams. I mean, they've really gotten there.
Abde.
Oh.
Hit it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Number 8.
Oh.
Decent idea.
No. Yeah, he's like sub.
Oh, Morocco.
I know.
Already tears.
I know, but they did deserve better. They did deserve better, guys.
Yeah.
Hit that.
You can't,
Can't even hit a ball anymore. He's already cramped up. Like
Yeah.
he's like, I ran for 93 minutes. Like I already gave it my all.
Yeah, man. They left it out on the field.
And it's crazy because that guy that scored the second goal, I think Colo, his first touch of the game was to tap in.
Yep.
And I don't even know how old he is. He's
Oh my God.
Look, that's Abde. That's a Barca
What's
player.
happening?
Oh!
Come on!
Oh!
Are you kidding?
Oh
They
my
deserve their goal.
gosh.
This
They
is cruel.
deserve the goal, guys.
This is cruel. Oh my God.
By the way, like I said, the Barca prodigy, the guy from the Masia. Did you guys just see that down the line? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
He's on loan at, I don't know where he's on loan. I think he's on loan on Cadiz, if I'm not saying, or something like a low end team from La Liga, or Mallorca, I think it is. And he's getting minutes there. He needs the minutes in order to be able to do things like this. In Barca, he wouldn't get minutes.
Oh.
Another bike.
Come on.
That is GG's, guys.
That is definitely GG's.
Yeah, that is definitely GG's. Off the line, they look at that.
I can't believe he goes for it.
Imagine if number 8 would have scored that.
That wasn't a handball.
Let's see. Was it?
Oh, off the booty.
Off the booty, yeah. And then
And then
Koundé
he
right
stopped
there.
that? Like, are you
I
serious?
can't believe he stopped that.
This is why I want a celebration moment from Morocco, man. But
Nah, I mean, I feel like they won the hearts of a lot of people.
they did. They did.
Like, and like Morocco, like they're considered top 4 in the World Cup. Like,
Well, think about their game with
Croatia.
They're gonna play
on Saturday.
Croatia. That's
They're
gonna
gonna
be
play Croatia on Saturday. That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be a
calling
great
Morocco
game.
to win that game.
Yeah. I would
Wow,
like
you're
to
going
see
for Morocco now.
Look. After what? Look, I'm with Ray on here.
The
Okay,
whole
I'm not
game.
gonna.
The whole
I'm not
game,
gonna fake
friend.
the funk, and I'm not gonna pretend like I've been following Morocco this whole time. Okay, I
Right.
haven't really witnessed much of what Morocco has done throughout this World Cup because,
And
quite
you
frankly,
started.
you know, I think I slept on them. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, man, maybe it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
luck, or
We did.
you know, but seeing how seeing how they've kind of kept their composure over this game and how they've attacked France,
Yeah.
definitely not what I was expecting, and I am thoroughly impressed. And watching the Croatia game yesterday, it was a lot slower of a play style than
Yep.
how Morocco's playing. So I think that I think it'll be an interesting game.
Wow.
Wow,
It came to an
France.
end.
Back
France
to back.
to back.
Yep.
Look at this
Wow.
guy. How old is he? He's like 19, 20 years old. How old is Colomani? Let me see
Wow.
how old he is.
You know what's so crazy too is how young these French players are and how well they're doing. They look seasoned and they look,
Yeah.
you know, they look more seasoned than some of the older players.
He's from
we're seeing.
98, so he's 24, guys.
Oh, at least he's in the 90s, man.
At least he's in the 90s.
I
Yeah.
can relate to that.
I can relate to that, yeah.
Not too far off from us, guys. Born in the
Right.
1900s.
The 1900s, exactly.
The guy touched the ball once and he scored a goal.
All right, man.
Well, that was a great game, guys, honestly.
Yeah.
Really,
that
really
was-
It was
tough.
very fun to watch. Phenomenal, like, performance by Morocco. I feel like they deserve better.
Yep.
Them going to number 8 to tell them, like, hey, we'll see you again in USA, Mexico, Canada,
Yeah.
next World Cup.
You know
I
what I'm
do
loving?
hope they'll be
I'm
back.
loving seeing how they're interacting after the game. I think that says so much about teams is the after game interactions,
Yeah.
and I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah.
Morocco
You know
has
that goal-
shown
you know-
that they've had great sportsmanship throughout this
the
entire.
the Argentina team goes to the fan base and they stay there for 45 minutes after the game. I just scroll on Twitter looking at everything. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what a
it was
game.
well deserved. What a
for-
game. Fifth and
Yes.
79th minute. And you could see that it's just tough for Moroccan fans around the world. For those who watched us in our watch party, is obviously tough if you're going from Morocco. They had chances. They had plenty of chances and good ones. And their skill and their potential showed.
Yep.
The ball just
Yep.
didn't bounce their way. That's the saying, that we use in football, and it really was true today. Lloris saves, knee saves on the line. You couldn't have tried to stopped those goals 9 times out of 10 and succeeded, but those times it did work, and France showed a bit of quality,
You
and
cannot
that's
say
why
that
they're
Morocco
there.
did not try.
No,
Absolutely.
they did everything.
Like they left with their head up high against a World Cup champion.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
and showed it today.
Ray, kind of rounding out some final thoughts here for the game, for the experience so far. We've got our World Cup final set, going into it.
Yes, I am so excited. I feel like we've been so lucky during these watch parties to get really great games to be able to watch with everyone and hang out with. And I am so excited for tomorrow. I know you won't be here, but you'll be here in spirit. I'll be carrying you here with me, Ray. Going France.
Ray and Ray, right? You're representing no matter what.
We're going for France on Sunday?
Oh, we're going for France, bucko.
Oh, no.
Pabs is going to be, you and Ray, you're going to have to,
no.
try to beat it back. She's not going for Argentina. Let me tell you that. I guarantee you, not rooting for Argentina.
If Argentina scores, Ray, you better have my volume down.
Just a little bit.
It's funny. Me and Ray have been on opposite sides this entire World Cup, except for today's game. This is our first joint effort game. But yeah, don't worry. I'm used to the standing up, running around, walking around. Don't even worry about it. I've already seen it.
Get ready for Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, Argentina's gonna score, and you better have that volume down.
Well, you get ready for tomorrow, Pabs, as well. For those watching, give us one more little nod to what you're doing and where they can find you.
So tomorrow I'll be making my LAFC debut here in the Twitch channel. So make sure to follow. I'll be live 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be playing against a fellow friend of mine in the EMLS, King CJO from DC United, sponsored by McDonald's. We'll have a couple games. Believe there will be some giveaways. Stay tuned in order to be able to watch. And yeah, I'm extremely excited to be able to play tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck, man. We're excited to watch you as well. That'll be on the twitch.tv/LAFC Twitch channel, which you hopefully are watching here. You might be watching us on YouTube. If not, make sure to migrate over to twitch.tv/LAFC and leave a follow so you do not miss a thing that goes down. Watch party, EMLS, anything on this community that we are building. Ray as well. Let's do another shout out for what they could win, because that Gleam link, if you get it, you get one of the coolest prizes I've seen in a long time.
Oh man, yeah, a custom LAFC PS5. Ooh. Who doesn't want that? !PS5 in the LAFC Twitch chat, twitch.tv/LAFC. And you don't just enter one time. I keep saying it, but I just want to keep hammering this in. You can enter many times if you so choose. Get your little entries in there if you want to win. It is US based only. So if you are out of the US, unfortunately, it is USA only, but nonetheless, still be able to win one of the best PS5s I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah, seriously. And, I know my friend Girl was in the chat saying, she's in Canada. If Girl, you want to enter, and then you can let them just send it to me, and I'll get that to you, at some point. We're actually going to be playing on some PlayStations a little bit later this afternoon. So if you're watching on my Twitch channel, make sure to stay tuned for some stuff like that. But hey, it's been amazing, Ray. It's been so fun hanging out with you these last 3 games. I'm sorry it's coming to an end, but I feel like there's something new that may be happening here. Maybe we'll do some more of these in the future. Maybe we'll watch some MLS games on here, some MLS watch parties. And Pabs, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Congrats. And
thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure, and today was a lot of fun. And vamos Argentina on Sunday.
Vamos. All right. Yes. Well, thank you guys. And thank you. It's just been great. Thank you, LAFC, for all of this and putting this on. What a cool community, Ray, that we're building here on Twitch with them.
Yes, Ray, it's been an absolute honor to sit here and co-cast with you. It's been such a great experience. Pabs, thank you. You did a fantastic job today. Everybody over on YouTube and Twitch watching us, whether you're watching us on Ray's channel, my channel, or the LAFC channel, thank you guys so much for just joining in, hanging out with us on these daily watch parties that we've been doing. Don't miss the next one this Sunday coming up, the finals, France versus Argentina.
Super exciting. Thank you, everybody. And as always, never give up, never stop gaming. And we will see you all on Sunday.